No, I'm keeping the house.
Nobody is.
I'm keeping everything. You're leaving the house.
Fuck off. Hey guys, it's the Loud Guys. Today we are going to watch Millionaires Making Women Sign Prenups. Modern Women versus Prenups Compilation. And this video is uploaded by Chisha Z. He's a very interesting channel and he makes very interesting videos. And somebody sent us this video. So this video looks very interesting because it's about how modern women are against prenups or what are they saying about prenups. So prenups are, I can say that it is a US based thing till now because it has not come into India till now, and I don't think so it can come into India very soon, because in India it still happens that if you have a divorce, because divorce are also very rare in India, not so common as it is in US, but yeah, it is increasing. The rate is increasing day by day. And when we see like in India, what happens is if there is a divorce, then the whole families will meet together, and then there will be a settlement, and there could be like, okay, you have to like allowances that you have to give to your wife. So of course it is similar to that of America, but I have seen like Jeff Bezos' wife, she had a divorce with Jeff Bezos and she got half the value of what Jeff Bezos made. So that was not right according to me, but yeah, because she lived with him for so long, I think so she deserved it somewhat, but not whole of it. That was too big of it. So it is a very contextual issue, so we will see what is there in this video.
And if I say about myself, so I do think that I'm not against prenups, because if I have put my hard work on something, right, and if my partner would do divorce with me, so why do I give my that hard work money to him? And it happens that mostly men, basically not mostly, only men have to give their income to the female, not female has to give their incomes to the boy, to the male. After divorce, what happens that women don't have to share their property with the man has to give his property to the women. I do think that it's totally wrong. And firstly we talk about equality, after that we do this kind of thing. So according to me it's totally wrong, and I do not support basically contract marriages. And first of all, I was not aware about this basically prenups, but Padram told me, and he basically taught me what it is. So yeah, and in India we don't call it prenups, we call it contract marriages. And yeah, it's not like that it is very famous in India, but yeah, some places like 2 to 3% it still amplifies in India, and people do support it. And yeah, I'm so much excited to watch this video, and I'm so much excited to know that why modern women are against prenups, because I don't think they should be against prenup.
Yeah, I am also very interested to see what will be there in this video, so let's watch it.
Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Z.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Let's get it.
Are relationship prenups a good idea?
I say yes.
Yeah.
I think that they're a really good idea.
No fault divorce. In the old days, you used to have to say bad behavior, adultery, abandonment, mental and physical cruelty. Now, all you have to do is say,
it's about self-love. And when you start to really work on yourself, love yourself, know your value, know your worth, and then all of a sudden there's this awakening.
But do you see what you just told me? You told me he is positive and dynamic and in his element at his job. And now you're at work, right? And now you're asking him to leave that job.
Not that I want him to not keep his job. I just want him to move up.
What advice can you give me to try and convince my brother that I think it's for his safety, he should try and sign a prenup? Because I really just feel like she's just in it for the money.
They didn't get a divorce.
But he's doing her a favor because she's about to turn 30, and you know how it's like super OCD for girls after 30. It's like, oh my god, we get married. So I think they're just trying to rush it. Yeah.
He's being an anchor to your kite. He is keeping you and the earth and the ground and stability together so you can fly as high as you want to and never be afraid that you're going to fall off the side of the mountain. How is that not a good thing?
And I'm not saying he's a bad guy. He really is. He's a good guy. But that's the problem. He's just very comfortable.
If I'm done with someone, I'm done. I don't want any of this.
take it. I'm out. I think if you have a prenup or if you have some sort of contract, you're already going into the relationship with an expiration date. You're thinking, I'm gonna
No, it's not like that.
Women feel that they're entitled to alimony and men feel that they're not.
I personally don't think that marriages should have one.
So if something was to happen, we...
Of course you don't.
There are plenty of women who have busted their butts for their men. They have put into that relationship. Why is it that after 5, 10 years a relationship doesn't work, you're gonna throw me out of the house?
Like, just take the house from me? Would you take the house? Would you take the kids? Would you take the cars?
Yes.
No, you know I'm not even that type of person.
No, I'm keeping the house.
Nobody
the
is.
car, I'm keeping everything. You're leaving the house.
Fuck off.
A marriage license is a marriage license. It's
You
not
didn't
a
own
fix-a
it.
dude kit.
It's fine, but I don't want him, Your Honor. I don't want to be with someone like that. I want somebody that's gonna fly away with me if that's how we're gonna put this.
If we get married and then you decide to divorce me next year, then you leave with half of it, that's not fair.
But why are you already thinking about that?
I must say,
Yeah, it's something that I have to think about.
bitch.
I don't know why Danny's so surprised. The prenup's obviously something that we need to have in place.
Yes.
Ridiculous. If you have a plan B, how can you possibly expect A to work? If you don't put your all into A?
No,
I
I
built
don't
a
agree.
business long before she even came into the picture, you know, and I have to protect that.
Has she mentioned the prenup to
The
you?
person is doing it just for their
She actually said it during a family outing. She said that if he were to ask that, then he's not the right fit for her.
Oh.
So, and I get it. You know, I think as women, we are all, I guess, secretly gold diggers.
Secretly gold diggers.
Going to provide.
Oh.
She said it.
She said it actually.
Oh, they're pissed.
Ladies, your strongest weapon is your intuition. If somebody's handing you a contract on day one saying, if it don't work, your is out the door, your needs to be out the door on day one.
That's your
if you
divorce
shout,
woman
you're not
there
right.
Giving advice to other women to follow their intuition. Basically saying, follow your emotions.
Let's say if you end up very unhappy, or maybe you're just like, something can just switch, you know, maybe you can just like, oh, I don't like him anymore. Would you would you stay married to him for the rest of your life? You're not sexually attracted, you don't like, he's just not funny anymore, you just don't like him anymore.
Do we have kids?
Yeah.
If we have kids, it's not about me anymore.
Oh,
so you would rather see your children grow up in a
Yeah.
home where parents are sleeping in separate bedrooms, they don't talk, they don't hold hands, they don't kiss.
I would rather see my kids grow up in a home where they're at every statistical advantage
Come on
rather
now.
than statistical disadvantage.
Like, to
She
me,
is a
I feel
family
like
woman.
it'd be different if me and you started when I was 18, going through college, my college sweetheart. Oh, it would be no question.
Makes sense.
Like, nothing.
So what you're saying is I won't with you shooting in the gym.
I was gonna be a little more easier. I was.
If you've ever wondered how Steve Harvey has made millions off women by lying to him, you're getting first-hand experience right here on the Coffee Pot.
This coffee smells like shit.
Ridiculous. If you have a plan B, how can you possibly expect A to work?
No.
If you don't put your all
We want plan A to work, but plan B should also be in place.
100% committed, not thinking, okay, if it doesn't work out, this is what I'm gonna do.
My marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration.
What's the most humbling experience you've ever had?
Without question, that would be waking up in the hospital after being married 28 years and your wife's gone. She run off with another man. I was in there for back surgery. I went from having a house on the golf course, a house at the beach, at Gulf Shores, to no house at all.
That's why you need
I feel
prenups.
like, since you know that I'm not that type of person, what is it going to hurt? We spoke about prenups. Eric thought we should have one. I didn't think we should have one. I'm not against it. It's just wanting Eric to trust me more.
It's all about the trust, Eric. That's it. Just prove the trust. It's not about the money.
I represented a husband. He worked since he's 16 years old, saving money. And he bought a house prior to getting married. He bought it the week prior to getting married. Within 3 years, that house that he had put his entire life savings into was jointly titled. He was so upset that he lost half of that house, half of his life savings.
I'm just not sure if you're doing this because you don't trust me or like you're...
Oh, here we go. The fake tears are here. Put that coffee down.
Put that coffee down.
Let me tell you something. I don't know a single person that has a prenup that ain't had to use it.
Did you know that when you get married, everybody has a prenup? Yep, the prenup is the state law that you live in.
Oh.
Every state has rights and obligations associated with marriage. So if you get married without drawing up your own terms and conditions,
listen
you are
up,
by
man.
default submitting to your state's prenup.
But my question is, why do we really need one?
Why do we need
seek
one?
out a real estate lawyer. You have to remember that when you put the other spouse's name on the title, it gives them ownership and they own half of the house and half of the equity.
It's the #1 cause of divorces. Movies like this. I love this movie. I also love Ryan Gosling. But stuff like this sets unrealistic expectations of marriage, and when the honeymoon phase is over, they end up in my office. We call movies like this inventory stalkers for divorce attorneys.
And who falls for those movies? Women.
Want to know why men don't want to get married a second time after divorce? It's because they lose in divorce.
Yes.
A lot of men lose their children altogether when they are fit fathers, or they end up with 30% custody while the woman gets 70, and they also end up paying a huge amount of money in child support. Add to that, because the woman won the children, she's also getting a large percentage of their assets, much more than a 50-50 share.
Yes.
I am astounded that Bill Gates did not get a prenup. He did not get a prenup. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the money he had then and the money they have now? And he never got a prenup. If Bill and Melinda Gates hadn't settled and they went to court, the stock market could have been affected. Many companies could have failed. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people could be jobless.
There you have it.
Literally, this video blowed up my mind. Some women were, on the side of the prenups, and some were, against of the prenups. And yeah, my answer is same, that I'm totally, I support prenups, and I do believe that if someone is doing their if someone is putting their hard work on something, right? So then after we got divorced, then I have to give that money to other person who has not did a penny of hard work for that thing, right? So literally that thing sucks. And when this lady told that his husband started working at the age of 16, and he spent his life he spent his 12 to 13 years just to build a house, and what happens, he married and he got a divorce. He has to divide that house with his ex-wives, and literally that sucks. And his ex-wife did hard work, did 12 or 13 years of hard work for that house. And yeah, some women were on the sides of the prenup. They were saying that if the guy says that we should do prenups before the marriage, then girl, you should just do the back step. Then I do think that why you should do the back step, you should also earn money just like him. And you should, I do think when you are in relationship with someone, it's not like that you have to build that person only financially, or financially basically. So I do think that you should also grow financially with that person. And yeah, I really like this video, and at the end I just want to say that I support prenup.
Yes, I am also for prenups, because the thing is, how can even modern women think about like not signing a prenup? Because that is like a cash grab opportunity only, because you just marry a man, you stay there for 1 or 2 months or a year or two, and then you say, okay, I want a divorce. And after that he has to lose half of his money. That is not right according to me. And also like in India, because there is not this kind of way like money is looted, but there is the opposite way. Like in India, what happens is dowry is given. Not like dowry is not the norm, but yeah, it is illegal in India, but people gave it in the name of gifts. So like they gave gifts to their daughter. So they give the gifts to their daughter so that she has a comfortable life. But what happens is when they have a divorce, the daughter has a very trouble time to take out all those gifts, because it is jewelry, it is lakhs of or hundred and millions of rupees of jewelry, and then it is cars and all those things. So she wants those things back because it is her right, and I also think that she should get all those things back, because if you are not now married, you should give those things back. But there are many like husbands and all, they do not give, and their family fight for a long time. I think so in India there should be a reverse prenups, where all the females should have a prenup like, okay, if I am bringing something, I will take it if you do not keep me, or if we do not are able to do it. So that should be the same thing both sides, I think so, and this should be worked upon, and modern women and modern men should also be able to understand that if you want to live together and earn together, and if you are not together, then okay, you earn your money, I earn your money, and I have my money, and you can keep my money. Okay, the alimony and all the other kind of child support things can be done if the husband is doing good. It should be done because it is essential for the kids, but not these things. What are your opinion about it? Do let us know that in the comment section below. So do like, share and
subscribe.
Bye.